Robin Williams was one of the most iconic film stars from all of history. We know him as Miss Doubtfire, the Genie,
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
Peter Pan, Popeye, Alan Parrish, Mork,
Hello? Hello? Anybody in there? Little hatchling brothers, you must revolt against your oppressors. You
and
have
John
nothing to
Keating.
lose but your shells.
These are just some of the many roles that the actor performed, making larger-than-life characters, earning him millions of fans all over the world. Through his life, Robin Williams' career had multiple ups and downs, like most people. With the beginning of his career starting off slowly, Robin Williams later became famous and a name every household recognized. Toward the end of his life, the public became aware that Robin Williams suffered from depression, Lewy body dementia, LBD, and pre-stages of Parkinson's disease. With this, when Robin Williams was alive, he faced many challenges, including his multiple divorces, his drug use and drinking problems, his slow start in the film industry, and so on. When LBD, however, eventually led to his suicide, it was extremely sad for everyone who knew him, or had ever loved his movies. Even through all the sadness and hardship, there was some light. That light was shown on Lewy body dementia. Even when he died, he still inspired millions of people and made millions more happy, just like he did when he was still alive. Robin Williams was an introvert during his childhood and was often bullied. While he was in high school, Robin Williams became popular due to his funny and outgoing personality. He was extremely good at acting during his high school years. This led him to getting a scholarship to Juilliard and was one of the only two in his class to be accepted to the advanced program. After attending Juilliard in New York City, Robin Williams experimented and decided to pursue comedy in San Francisco and Los Angeles. He started off developing his own stand-up comedy routine. Because of his success from this, Williams started doing work on TV programs like The Richard Pryor Show, Laugh-In, and 8 is Enough. He did this before becoming more widely known to American audiences as the alien Mork. The character debuted on the series Happy Days. Then later, Robin Williams landed his own television show as Mork in Mork and Mindy, which became instantly popular by fans all across the nation. Although the show had its successes, he started developing hardships during the airing of it. His first hardship was that he developed a drug and alcohol problem and struggled with it for more than 2 decades. His second struggle started when he was involved with another woman while married to the actress Valerie Velarde. Not only did this end his first marriage, but it also started having an effect on him with his career when the news broke out. Despite these 2 life-changing events, he didn't let any rumors or setbacks get to him. He never gave up. Because of his determination, although these hardships made it difficult for him to land jobs in movies for a while, during his success in acting, Robin Williams' fame affected his family and well-being. He struggled with depression, which was progressively becoming worse. When Robin Williams rose to fame, he got recognition that he had been working for his entire life to get. Some of the most famous films he starred in included Good Will Hunting, Aladdin, Insomnia, and Dead Poets Society. Robin Williams had won multiple awards during his life. He won the Cecil B. DeMille Award in 2005 and 6 Golden Globe Awards. Some of the awards included Best Actor for his roles in the musical and comedies of Miss Doubtfire in 1993, Good Morning Vietnam in 1987, and The Fisher King in 1991. During the last stages of Robin Williams' life, he developed unique symptoms that started with insomnia, constipation, and impaired sense of smell. This soon spiraled into extreme anxiety, tremors, and difficulty reasoning. He then became besieged by paranoia and so confused that he struggled remembering his lines while filming Night at the Museum, The Secret of the Tomb, his final film before his death. He underwent tests and scans, tried new medications, did physical therapy, worked out with a trainer, and sought out alternative treatments like self-hypnosis and yoga. After Robin Williams committed suicide on August 11, 2014, everyone all around the world was shocked to hear that he would do such a terrible thing to himself, because they thought he was living an amazing life. Everyone, including media, medical specialists, and the police, for over a year after his death, thought that Robin Williams' suicide was just due to depression. But it was actually beyond that and much worse. However, what these people did not know, at first, about Robin Williams' death was that he was suffering from Lewy body dementia, or LBD for short. LBD is a disease associated with abnormal deposits of a protein called alpha-synuclein in the brain. These deposits, called Lewy bodies, affected the chemicals in the brain that can lead to problems with not only thinking, but also movement, behavior, and mood. The media was informed of this when a doctor examined his body one last time, a year after his death.
Dementia is a chronic, ongoing decline in the function of the brain, leading to loss of mental agility, language skills, memory, and in the end, the fundamental capacity to care for oneself.
Although when seeing him on the silver screen, Williams seemed like a very energetic and outgoing person, but that was not the case off-screen. He kept his personal life private and kept to himself and close family. Immediately after his death, every single aspect of his personal life was exposed to all of society. Even though he most likely would have preferred things to not have gone that way, in many ways it boosted his popularity and made people feel sympathy for him. Things that were released included his visits to rehab facilities, the alcohol addiction he had when he first started his career in the acting industry, his many mental disabilities, his many surgeries, and so forth. These all made them realize that everyone has different stories or things going on and many different sides to their lives. Robin's death was a tragedy that our society both sympathized and reflected about. On the other hand, his family focused on who received what from his will. Robin Williams' family was terrified by the death of their father, brother, husband, and grandfather, but they acted selfishly when it came to his will. Williams' latest wife of less than 8 months fought in court with his 3 adult children. The main conflict was that she wanted to keep them what he valued most, his wealth. Both sides made interpretations of what is rightfully theirs. Despite the conflict that was caused with his family because of his death, he impacted all of society for the better. Since no one really knew the symptoms for LBD, as previously mentioned, they did not know that Robin Williams was suffering with it for years and years. A year after he committed suicide, when his wife, Susan Williams, breaks her silence and revealed the truth about what was going on inside his head, people finally understood how Lewy body dementia really affects people and how it is a terrible thing to be diagnosed with. To show remembrance, Susan Williams joined the board of the American Brain Foundation, a nonprofit organization that funds research on neurological illnesses. Although he has passed away, Robin Williams will always be remembered from his hilarious comedy routines and skits to his even more hilarious character work in several dozen movies. He is still loved all over the world and is still celebrated to this day. Although people could not bear the fact that he suffered and had been through so much, that did not affect how greatly he will be missed. Throughout his life, Robin Williams had many ups and downs. His slow start in the movie business, his drug and alcohol addictions, as well as his LBD, which led to some extremely sad parts of his life, and eventually his death by suicide. Even with all the hardship in his life, he still found a way to put a smile on his face, and he never gave up trying to do the same for others. He will never be forgotten, and he will live on in people's memories for years to come. His death may have been sad and even traumatic for some people in his life, but his death also had some good effects on the entirety of society. His death made a spotlight point onto the topic of mental health. He put smiles on everyone's faces, even with all the drama, both in his life, mentally, and also drama as in theater and his acting job. He still continued on as long as he could, trying to make anyone he met, even people who had seen any of his films, feel the happiness that he never felt himself. His death proves that you should never judge a book by its cover.